I'm Jeff Schmidt with the TXU Energy Power Saver Challenge 2, and we are revisiting Bill and Elvie Casanova today to see what they've done with the $5,000 TXU Energy provided to them to make their home more energy efficient. After today's second home energy audit, we'll be able to see if they've made the right choices by comparing the HERS index before and after the improvements. We're also going to get a behind-the-scenes look because they videotaped the entire process with their high-definition camcorder. Will they walk away with the grand prize? Have they displayed ingenuity and problem-solving in their choices? We're going to find out. So let's catch up with the audit team, and we'll see what the Casanovas have done. And we'd like to know which contestant is your favorite, and you can vote for them right here on the site. Let's go. Elvie and Bill, thanks for having us back.
Thank you for coming back.
It's so good to see you.
I see you too.
And I guess the first big question is, 4 weeks, a laundry list of improvements. How'd it go?
Fantastic. Fantastic. No, I really enjoyed it. I think we both enjoyed the work.
We learned so much.
Well, when last we met, the Tex Energy Solutions super team of Carrie and Jason performed the audit, and then Carrie came back with this book and all the findings. Carrie, briefly, what are some of the things you found out?
Well, one of the things that we found out was that their house was very, very leaky. The air was exchanging from the inside to the outside 4.5 times more than it should be. The duct leakage was 45% down and 21% up. So there was a huge room for improvement.
Up and down. What exactly does that mean?
I'm sorry, they have two systems. They have a system down here and a system up there. And this duct system tested 45% leakage. A tight house would be 10% or less. So we had a lot of room for improvement. Some of the things that the things that we modeled in the report were things like new equipment, new ductwork, sealing the equipment, sealing the ductwork, sealing up thermal bypasses, insulation, improving the shading coefficient on the windows. So those are some of the things that the report suggested.
So when did you finish the last project?
About 5 in the morning.
5 in the morning?
This morning? That's great.
The ceiling fan.
Well, wonderful addition.
Oh,
and it works. I was tired when I finished it, but you know, I said, tell me, you know what, I'm tired, but I would have been really tired if it didn't work. Actually, the fact that it works kind of gave me a little boost.
We started the day after you left after the audit. That day, we just started doing the foam inserts, but of course we didn't do anything major because we wanted to hear your review.
Well, it sounds like you guys have been extremely busy, and we're anxious to see the improvements.
Okay, well, let's go.
You're anxious to show us, I would think.
We are.
All right.
We're excited to show you what we've done.
Lead the way. Okay, Bill and Elvie, you said there's lots of improvements we can see from the outside of the house. We're ready for the guided tour. Where should we start?
All right, well, I can start right here.
Great.
I've done most of the house with my low E film that I've applied on the windows and doors. Let me tell you, that was a task. It was hard, but it can be done. Of course, I have a period of 4 weeks to do it with the challenge, but anyone can do this with, you know, plenty of time. And it's wonderful because it keeps the heat out of the house and it keeps the cool air inside. And I also learned that in the winter, it will keep the cold air outside and the warmth inside. It's wonderful.
Anything else in this area? Did you seal the...
Yes.
We did this weather stripping, and I'm not real good at weather stripping, but I'm feeling around it.
It's good now.
I'm feeling it. I feel a little bit of cool, but you know, it's not that bad.
I don't feel it.
Right up here, I'm feeling a little bit. That stripping probably needed to be a little thicker, but the nice thing about doing weather stripping is just standing out here, I could feel where air is being blocked. So without that, I mean, that air is just pouring out through there.
I started a little caulking, but I'm not real good with it. I'm actually quite messy. So Bill says, let me do the caulking in a nice way, he says to me. But yeah, I tried
I'm not
it.
that much cleaner,
So
but
I did a first kind of round, and then he went around and did.
He still has caulk on his hands.
I noticed that before. It's still the evidence. How many tubes do you think you went
Let's see
through?
your hands.
we went through at least.
Oh gosh.
We bought a pack at Home Depot of the dab siliconized, you know, the acrylic latex siliconized. I don't know. Do they bring 10 maybe?
I think
in a box?
10 or something in a box.
At least. We probably went through that
At
much.
least.
And then cans of great stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I can't even count.
You
them.
wait till
You'll see
my
my
window.
receipt. So.
Yeah.
Well, where should we head to next?
Let's continue this way.
Okay.
So this window was caulked. You can see that's a DAP sealant. That's a foam sealant. This sealant, Kerry recommended. The nice thing about that DAP sealant is it's easier to cut and it's water soluble. So the cleanup on that is a lot easier than the actual foam sealant.
So you can just shave that off?
You can shave it off. It's not stiff though like the foam. I kind of like the foam when you need that application where it has to be rigid. In this case, you're just filling in the gaps. This works okay in this case in the cleanup. We can go back with a pressure washer and get that off, and it'll come out fine.
All right, we're back here at the air conditioners. What improvements have you made?
Well, we had these professionally serviced. These are trains. They have the spiny fins. The gentleman that came out, he took these side panels off. He sprayed them down, and then very carefully with the hose. You can't like shoot high pressure. You kind of just have to, low pressure the water there. This stuff just poured off of it. All that gunk that was accumulated over the years, it just poured off. And he just took his time, over and over, cleaned it out real nicely. And we're out here, after he cleaned it out, we're out here and it's running. And then he cleans it out and the thing cycles off. He goes, that's good. That thing just got satisfied real quick just by cleaning it.
So, you think they made the right improvements here, Kerry?
Yes, servicing your equipment at least twice a year is something that's very, very good for energy efficiency.
Twice a year?
Before cooling season and before heating season.
Oh, okay.
So, by cleaning these outdoor coils, you've improved the efficiency of your equipment.
Well, I heard you went vent crazy. Can we take a look?
Yeah, we'll take a look
at that. All right.
These soffit vents. We bought a box of 36 of these vents at Home Depot, so how many I know I did is by how many are left. So there's 9 left, so that tells me we did 27.
Now you did these with your couple of friends.
We did this.
Came out.
Yeah, we had
Aaron and Eric.
2 buddies of mine come out, and we did these in assembly line fashion. And bear with me a second. Let me see if I have it here. Oh, there it is. Great. We made this template, okay? This is the shape of the soffit vent. This is the shape of the opening of the vent. This is the opening in the soffit. Why this is here is our offset. We wanted to center them. Now this one was actually made for the top ones. We had a different one for the bottom one, but the offset actually positioned it right in the center. So we had one guy come by drawing them, another guy cutting them, and then another guy screwing them in.
A nice assembly line.
And just boom, 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 one after another.
Done real quick.
And we did 27 in about, what did we start, about 3 o'clock maybe? And we went till about 8:30. So about 5 hours we did like 27.
Well,
and we took a couple breaks.
If you look up there, you'll see they had to get up on the roof here.
Yeah.
To do them. That was a task.
But this was one of my buddies. He came up with the template idea, and once you get the template down, the whole process goes easier.
You measured once, and that was the last time.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Aaron. Thank you for coming out and helping us.
Go North Texas.
Yeah.
Okay, last time Kerry was here, he flagged first thing. He walked around the house and said, it looks like that pool pump's running 24 hours.
And it was.
And, there was no timer on it, and essentially we were manually turning it off, but that's not very realistic with your schedule. You got to remember to come out, and turn it off, or did you turn it on long enough? So yeah, you were right. It was running for the most part 24 hours. So I played with the timer. I called my friend who has a pool servicing company. He always kind of clues me in what to look at, and he went in and put a new timer in, and we kept the same box, but he put a new timer in. And one of the things he did was he set the time to run from 10 p.m. to 4 in the morning.
Why is that?
Well, I asked him, I said, why is that a good hour? And his reasoning was a couple reasons, twofold. Really, primary reason is the power company, TXU Energy in our case, prefers that you run equipment like this. They consider this non-essential equipment. They prefer that you run it on off-peak hours.
I think 6 hours is what you got set?
6 hours, and his reasoning for 6 hours was the size of your pool and pump the water will turn over completely one time in 6 hours. That's the metric that they use. They want to turn that water over one time completely, run it through the filter one time.
Well, just by kicking it back 2 hours, a lot of people have it set for 8 hours. Just by kicking it back 2 hours is going to save you quite a bit of energy right there.
What's next?
We're going to head inside.
Yeah.
Check out this fridge. It's Energy Star. So it's energy saving. Saves energy.
Elvie, I have to admit, I am a little intimidated by your refrigerator.
That's my baby.
It looks smarter than I am, which isn't very hard. But so tell me about it.
Well, first of all, it's an Energy Star refrigerator, and we were able to get this because we save money doing a lot of the work in the house ourselves. Yes. This is an Energy Star button that I push, and it keeps the refrigerator running the most efficient that it can. It also has an alarm that if one of the doors are left open, it will start beeping.
Let you know. Yeah.
Yes, it'll start beeping.
Well, Elvie, in addition to the fancy ice box, that's right, I said ice box. What other gadgets have you picked up along the way?
TXU Energy has donated to us 2 iThermostats, which we're able to program from our computer, from the car. They're wonderful. All my friends want them. And the special gadget that I got from them also donated is a power monitor. Let me show that to you.
That's this right here.
Awesome. Yes, it's right here. See, right now, the air conditioner is on. So the rate is showing me it's $1.03.
Okay.
Typically, it's down to anywhere like 13 cents when the air conditioner's not on. That's why you don't want the air on. You want your fans going, right? But this is great. Look at my projected right now for the month. $261.
Compared to, what was it a couple months ago?
$600.
Hello.
Yeah.
Were you a CFL family, or did you move to CFL bucks?
We did have a few. We did have just a few, but now we are totally CFLs. My daughter, Natalie, my sons, Billy and Joey, they've all helped me go around the house, and we've replaced the whole house with CFLs, and they work great.
So now you're a totally CFL family, I guess.
Yes.
I don't know exactly. Maybe you should get a bumper sticker or something that says we're CFLs.
They work great, and they last a long time, and they're low cost and low energy.
Well, I know there's plenty of other things that you and Bill want to show me around the house.
Oh,
so
yes.
Take a look.
Yes, let's go.
Okay.
Bill, I can tell you this is one of the best installations of radiant barrier that I've ever seen.
Thank you.
The blown insulation is beautiful. It's a loose fill. It's perfectly fluffed. It's an R49. You've sealed the ducts up here with foam insulation and tape. It's a huge improvement. I feel very comfortable up here compared to the last time I was here.
Yeah, there's a big difference. What you pointed out, the radiant barrier, just to highlight the things, radiant barrier was the big thing. The insulation, obviously, big thing. Those gables, we insulated those with R19 bats, stapled with the craft paper facing out to form a draft block, right?
Yes, sir.
And then we put the radiant barrier on top of that, stapled on the same studs. And then you see all the ducts are sealed or taped, a lot of foam insulation, use some sealing mastic in certain areas, use tape. We also, you can't see them here too much because they're covered by the insulation, but any kind of wire penetration, or like for instance here you see that vent pipe coming down, that's sealed at the bottom, at the plate where it comes in at.
I think your hard work has definitely paid off here. I've seen a lot of radiant barrier installations, and I've never seen one this meticulous. It is just
took
perfect.
Some time.